Hey, what's up? It's your boy Puffinstein, aka Spank Dog. Puffinstein at YouTube. Like, comment, share, subscribe. You already know. Click the notification bell for alerts letting you know that I went live or I uploaded a video. And here we go. You already know how it is. I'm broadcasting, just so you know. Gotta let the people in the crib know you're broadcasting this way. Everybody in my house I love to death, you know, but just to let them know, so that the people watching get respect as far as, honing in on the show. So we're gonna get straight into it. Rest in peace, Tweety. That's first and foremost, all the way back to high school. When I was 14 years old, I started hanging out in Myrtle Avenue in Brooklyn, New York. It's the borderline of Queens and Brooklyn. It's literally coming off the Van Wyck Expressway, Cypress Avenue. When you get off, not on Cypress in Vermont, when you get off on the Van Wyck Expressway and you get off on Cypress, because there's Cypress, then there's Cypress in Vermont, then there's Bushwick. There's a couple of stops, Metropolitan, whatever. So, and I don't drive too much, but when you come off the Van Wyck, when you come off Cypress and you head towards Myrtle Avenue and Flushing Avenue and all those blocks, once you drive down Cypress for like about 30 blocks, 15 blocks, once you get off the expressway, that's when you hit Myrtle Avenue. So when I started hanging out there, I met two brothers, Art and Teddy, Arthur and Teddy. And I was introduced to all their friends. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I met Surf and um 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 all the guys from Star Street. There's too many to name there. Trave, Chino, all of those guys. So, but when I started hanging out on Star Street a little bit, because I had become friends with Teddy and Art, and they came from Star Street, I met the whole Star platoon. And Tweety was one of the girls that used to be hanging out with all of us. She's from Cleveland, Grover Cleveland High School. I believe she attended Cleveland with me. It's a long time ago. We're talking about a long time ago. I started attending Cleveland when I was 14 years old. That's 34 years ago. So, God bless her. I have no clue what happened. I'm not, that's not the point. I'm not curious as to know what happened. It's a sad day for me. She was a sweetheart. She was such a sweetheart. God bless her soul. God bless everybody that's feeling it, because she was a friend of mine. But for the people that were tighter with her, I know they're going through it right now. So, like, when you hear Tweety from Star Street, from Bushwick, she was a solid person. And people would definitely be like, oh, I remember her. She was such a sweetheart. So, this broadcast is dedicated to Tweety from Star Street and Bushwick. And all the people that she used to be with, all the people from Star, Decal, etc., etc. Grover Cleveland High School, all my people at Grover Cleveland, you know. Yeah, this is dedicated to you, Tweety. So, yeah, you know, um, I just seen a video about. I seen it was headlined. Um, Cops drag man out of car at gunpoint with his 17-year-old daughter. And it wasn't titled. It was titled different than what mine says. Mine says, "I have a moral duty to share abuse like this. Cops dragged this man and his 17-year-old daughter at gunpoint, but that was my perception of what happened. But theirs is a little similar, but I wanted you guys to know the people that uploaded this, they would want me to share this. People have to see, what could happen to you. They don't care who you are, you know. Thank God I don't drive, you know what I'm saying? Thank God I don't gotta encounter them like that. The stop and frisk era is over in New York City. Thank God they were stopping people on the streets like they were driving. Like if you needed a driver's license to walk. Like that's how they were out there, it was disgusting. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be protecting us. You're over here stalking me. You don't need a license to walk the streets. Why are you stopping me? Then you stop me, and what are you gonna say? Where's your walking license? Come on, man. I have friends, I have people that I love that are cops. You make them look bad. You make them look bad, not me. I'm a law-abiding citizen, not me. And even when younger, when 30 years ago, when I was a child, 14 years old, up until maybe 20 years old, 23 years old, I did stuff that was crossing the line. I never took an oath like you did. It bothers me. I could have had a lawsuit against the city. I just didn't pursue it because I was underage. I was drinking at the time. It wouldn't have been an easy case to win. And there's a chance to I could have got paid because he punch slapped me. You know what I'm saying? Like you ever seen? I told people this before. This is in an earlier video. I put on YouTube and they had like a video about the where they have the slap fights, and it's brutal, man. And he slaps the guy and he knocks him out with a slap. So for the cops saying if he would have said oh yeah, I used the open hand, it don't matter. You could have knocked me out. I can't believe I even stood awake, being drunk and getting hit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, another thing is Trump running for presidency. Anybody that's smart, you know what I mean, should be able to read a person. Other people that are ignorant, they follow other people no matter what they're saying. Now, I choose to be a leader. I choose to be my own person. When I look at the candidates, there's no way in the world my opinion would vote for Donald Trump. Now, Kamala Harris, I don't know her personally, so I can't come out and be like, oh, she destroys him. And even in the policies, it's not like I read the policies, but I know, like, listen, I already know that the to be fair, the Republican policies, they don't help the poor. And I don't want to only help the poor. Life is hard. I want to help the rich too, but I don't want to help them with money. I'll help them with anything. I'm not going to give a man who has $35 million another dollar. He don't need it. You get what I'm saying? I'm trying to make the world a better place. One of the ways that I see people missing by making the world a better place is by having plentiful for everybody. Not to say, oh, you didn't work, you starve. Oh, you didn't work, you sleep in the street. No. People, I'm not saying give them the Ritz Carlton, but don't, because a person didn't adhere to your interpretation of the system, you have him sleeping in the street with no food. That's not the answer, because the person is going to fight to get food for his family. There's not a job for him to fight. You understand? Like, the person be like, why is he fighting? Why is he not working? You ever heard of unemployment? It's a real thing. I'm not a big systematic kind of person, but everybody out there, it's either go to work or go to jail or live in the streets or be a bum. It's not much of an option, you know. I'm not saying that you can't, you could call a person who don't want to work lazy. That's about it. You're punishing them for being lazy to the degree of what? Homelessness and starvation. Like, people are, this is so ignorant. Like, you even believe that this is a true mentality, and people really like don't say that there's anything wrong with it. There's no, listen, if there's a person that's lazy, you're right. He doesn't deserve like others because he's lazy. That don't mean he's in you put him in the starvation bracket, or you put him in the homelessness bracket. You get what I'm saying? Like, like the man, it's just messed up. We could do better, and we could do better. All right, listen, all right. Let me see something. I'm gonna go backwards because right now I'm on my TV, and there was something I was watching, and it had to do with politics. So I'm gonna go to my history, and I'm gonna check my history, and I'm gonna tell you exactly what it was that I wanted to tell you. Okay, Trump's nephew reveals uncle's racist, slur-filled rants. Now, look, they're saying that I'm not. This is the nephew. It says Trump's nephew reveals uncle's racist, slur-filled rant. And this is from the Young Turks Indisputable with Rashad Ritchie, right? So, according to the report, this man is going around. Not, I don't know about 2024, but in recent times, and they said that he had gotten he had bought like a Cadillac with a sunroof, and they had the leather rags, the leather rag tops. I believe that's what they said. And to make a long story short, somebody cut a hole in the top of his car, something to that effect. This is the stories being told from the eyes of the nephew of Donald Trump. He's coming out with a tell-all book, and a lot of people are going to be like, oh, yeah, of course he is. He wants to slander his... Listen, if you believe Trump, you could believe his nephew. He's... Trump has been proven to be dishonest. The nephew, I don't know him. At least he doesn't have a bad record of not telling the truth. So I'm not going to believe a person who's been proven to be dishonest over a person that I'm not sure about, and he's over here saying that he don't just say the N-word. He says it in tirades. He said when they cut the tire, they cut the rag top. He said, remember too, this is a little traumatic a little bit. He said this happened when he was like 16 years old, 17 years old. And he's like, you could tell, like, it's like embedded in his brain. It scarred him a little bit. Because remember, this is a 16, 17-year-old young man / teenager looking up at a person he's supposed to be guided by, hearing him say all the wrong things. First of all, he didn't know who damaged his car. And the story goes, he went straight into the tirade of these effing N words, you know, the N words, they got to do this, the N words, and the N words this, and the N words that, N word, N word, N word, like that. I've seen it before. I know what it is. Then the crazy thing is that a Caucasian man could have done it. A Chinese guy could have did it. An Indian man could have did it. New York is a melting pot. Any guy out there homeless, messed up, could have been a person that's not homeless, angry at his girlfriend. See this car right here, man? Could have been anybody. Could have been a woman. Could have been a child. How'd you go straight to N words? And this is the guy that we going to put in the office? Are you serious? Just that alone. Come on, guys. Like, come on, man. Yeah, you know what's crazy? I'm from Bedford-Stuyvesant, right? Regardless whether I'm from Bedford-Stuyvesant, Ridgewood, Queens, Bushwick, Maspeth, Glendale, Fort Greene, no matter where it doesn't matter. It's who I am. So for you to say, oh, don't put him in office, he's from Bedford-Stuyvesant, and you let that piece of crap be in the presidency, I wouldn't even say piece of crap. I take that back. You know why? Because I never met him. But still, the stuff the performances he puts on, I haven't formulated a good opinion about him from what I've saw. I formulated a bad opinion about him, just like anybody else. There's I like hip hop. I like the NBA. There's certain players I wouldn't, if they said, yo, if you had to just guess who is good and who is not, not to the degree of like, but just a person who doesn't have the nicest personality and who does. After seeing these people on screen in front of your face for a certain amount of time, you could tell. People can't help letting out their true colors every now and then. And if they're under the scrutiny of a camera, if they're under the microscope all the time, it's going to come out. So yeah, I have basketball players and hip hop figures that I like better than others. Not just for the pips with the rapping and the basketball playing. It's not just because they play basketball or they are lyrical more so than the other person. First and foremost, I take into consideration, how does this individual feel like, how does this individual carry themselves as a human being? That's the first and foremost. I got video coming up. I'm going to show you it. I'm going to show you the video of what the cops did. I just like to do my own thing and then give you the clip and go back to my own thing because, like I said, YouTube really wants you to come with your stuff. So, like, but reaction videos are genre, and YouTube accepts them as a genre. So if you're into reaction videos, it's okay. You're accepted. I would give you advice if you didn't read the guidelines. Make sure to pause, speak on what you're watching. The reaction video is just that. You're not even supposed to put it up if it didn't trigger a big reaction. You get what I'm saying? Like the stuff that I'm gonna show you have me amazed, have me appalled. If you're just throwing it up there to you know what I'm saying? It's no good. The reason you're about to see what you're about to see is because I was very upset. Matter of fact, on that note, it's time to play the video. All right. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I took a picture of the homepage. Any video that I react to, even though it's not going to be a large portion of my video, or maybe it will be a little bit bigger at times, But there's nothing wrong with that as long as you're fully giving the people the understanding of what it made you feel and why you felt it and what you think should be done and your viewpoint. You understand your reaction, your full blown reaction on it. That's what's about to go down, you know. So but let me tell you something. This is I thought it was from the Young Turks, the video I'm gonna show you. It's not. The name of the channel, if you want to go subscribe to them, you know, they accept donations. I'm not promoting them. When you get to their channel, you see for yourself what it's about and you make your own decisions. But me, my opinion, they're a good channel. It's called The Real News Network. It's on YouTube. Okay? I'll repeat that. The Real News Network. It's on YouTube. Okay? And we're about to play one of their videos where they demonstrate how, not only how disgusting the behavior is by the law enforcement, also how it is to a 17-year-old girl. He's with his daughter going to pick up his wife. And I think he's on the phone with his wife and he's like, yo, the cops are following me. And the cop is like, get to a place. This is when you tell a person on the phone that the cops are following you, it's almost like you're telling them, yo, I'm being followed by somebody that's gonna do something bad to me. She tells him get to a school or a gas station, somewhere where there's people, where in case they do something bad to you, there's a lot of people to witness it. You know, now I don't think that's the best. It might have been the best advice in the world, you know, but what happened is they start talking crap about how he didn't stop fast enough and now he's in trouble because he didn't pull over. I guess he was torn between, you know, should I stop where nobody could see me and they could do anything to me, or should I try to make it to a place where people see what happens? So, but I'm gonna play the video for you guys right now. You tell me what you think. Hit present. All right, you're about to see. You tell me what you think about the cops' behavior. I'm going to present the video to you guys right now. All right, here we go, people. This is her saying this, even though I feel the same way. This is a highly educated woman, you know, and, you know, I'm a highly educated man. I don't have credentials like that, but they took me out of school when I was young and put me into a magnet program. I was taken out of school and I was put into a special program for gifted kids. They said that my math and reading scores and everything was so high above level that they couldn't leave me in the class that I was in. They pulled me out of the school at 309 on Ralph Avenue, and they put me in the school on Gates and Lewis. 308. It's on Gates and Lewis Avenue in Bedford Stuyvesant. I never went to a regular grade in a regular setting until I hit the third grade, because they took me out of kindergarten, put me in first grade M1, which was magnet program 1. Then I was in M2, magnet program 2. And even though they took me out, you knew what were the better classes and that I was in the best class all the way up until like the 6th grade. And then due to behavioral problems, I started getting into trouble and messing up in school. But anyway, this is the video. Okay, now before I'm gonna let you watch, because this is like the action-packed part, I guess you would say. What I'm gonna say is, what is this even taking place for? Why are you stopping him? There's not no valid reason. No valid reason. The crazy thing is that I didn't finish watching the video. I watched like half of it. I wanted to show you guys so much that right when I stopped it, I heard them saying something to the effect of, listen to their reasoning for stopping them, or something to that effect, like saying, now that they know that they're in trouble, maybe they're coming up with some cockamamie excuse on why they pulled them over. A car full of people doing nothing wrong. It doesn't matter if they're black or white. First of all, they jump out the whip on with their cars drawn on the car with the 17-year-old daughter inside the car. Not that the guy's life isn't worth anything, but people say children and young people, they're the future, they're the heart and soul of the world. You got a gun drawn on a 17-year-old girl, and you got your gun drawn on her pops, right? One hairpin trigger and it's over. You know, the, a gun can go off like that. I don't know if I was a cop, I wouldn't want no gun with a hairpin trigger. But they're not exactly the brightest people in the world. Some of them. So if one of them had a firearm with a trigger that it didn't take much pressure for it to let go, he right over already you put yourself in a bad situation. For people that aren't doing nothing, she said something else. Hold on. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just keep playing it. That was stupid. Why? Nobody trusts you no more. You're part of the problem, not part of the solution. That's what I was gonna say. You didn't even announce that you're a cop. For all he knows right now, this is being done to him by goons. This could be the Goonies. You know what I'm saying? And they said it's off the hook in Boston that there's dudes that don't gotta be black, don't gotta be Hispanic. They could be white dudes and they'll run up on you. So to his knowledge right now, he don't know if he's being accosted by cops or by goonies. For people who don't know what that means, thugs, whatever you want to call, somebody that would be, ripping them off at gunpoint. You know what I'm saying? They don't know who these guys are. They didn't even announce themselves. They didn't say why they were doing this to them. What kind of response is that? So stop acting like an idiot. He just told you. First of all, why would you even insinuate that a man that is like, in order for that to be his daughter, he's got to be at least 14 to 17 years older than her. And that's if he had her when he's 12. This man is about 20 years older than the girl. You know that's her pops. Why are you gonna insinuate that he's like it's almost like you're already starting your bull crap about why I pulled you over. Oh, I thought you were with a young girl, or come on, man. Now you're going to jail. As is her right. She was gonna say, listen, I'm gonna let this part play because this is a 47-minute long video. So like I don't like to let other people's stuff play too long. I want to get to the point and then we could discuss what we just saw. So I'm gonna let this part play and then we're gonna talk. Ain't no hero to me. I wouldn't even call them if I got robbed. I wouldn't call the cops. That's all you guys need to hear. You heard it all. Yo, Barbara, what's up? How you doing? See the new profile pic? Looking nice. What I was gonna say, yeah, man. If you still here, do you see how these boys be, man? It's ridiculous. I went through the stop and frisk era in New York. I used to see them stop working class individuals left and right. I have a friend Vice. He used to go work every day, hard, I mean, kill himself at work. You know how it is in New York. Wake up an hour ahead of time to get ready, an hour to commute, 9 hours at the job, an hour to get back. You know that New York lifestyle. I'm good. All right, so Barbara's my homegirl. She says, Spank Dog, what's up? I'm good. Hope you and your family are doing great. Same to you, same to you and your family. Don't tell her I did this. My lady always says hi to all of you, man. Her and Chola are friends. I always tell her about you. I tell her I'm gonna be doing this, so I'm not gonna. It's crazy because it's Spank Dog's man cave. The premise is man cave and basement click. you know. But I told her that the man cave is a man cave that's also what do they call it, co-ed, you know, because and I said I've been telling people I play games. I've been playing video games for ages. Women play video games for ages. Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you. You know what I'm saying? This is my this is my boy. This is my heart. My heart is on my arm. I love him so much. People don't understand, man. You know, if anybody never seen my son or whatever, you can watch some of the videos. He has autism, you know, but he's more than just an autistic kid. This is my son, Jaden. He's a person, you know, he's not a disability. You know what I'm saying? So thank you. Thank you for writing handsome, Barbara. You're such a nice person. You know, I would, like I said, I told my lady, I said, while I'm doing this, I said, I'm gonna be friends with everybody. I don't care too. I don't judge by appearances. I don't care if I end up having somebody in my audience. It doesn't matter looks. It doesn't matter. You know, and the preference don't matter. Nothing matters, bro. You know what matters? If you're a good person or a rotten person. That's it. If you're a rotten person, stay out of my room. You know, and if you're a good person, you're welcome. Even if you're a person that's, you know, conflicted, sometimes there's people out there that they know they're messing up. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get your stuff right after a while. You can't be making the same mistakes every day. Every day, you know every day you making the same mistakes and you keep making them. You keep making them. You keep making them. You keep making them. Eventually, you know, and like I said too, for people that come in here and they're conflicted, I'm gonna try to unconflict them. I'm gonna try to let them see the light, man. That's what I'm up here for. You know, to let people know, man, Robin Hood was a good guy, right? Right, Barbara? You know, I say that to a certain degree. Don't take that literal. I say that just in case, because you know how they are, especially with the guidelines and everything. I wouldn't want them to, you know, be on my back just because I talked about a fictional story. Yeah, you know. So, but do you see how these boys are? Like, it's like he didn't even act civil until he treated her like like a dog. You know, like not, or maybe he didn't even treat her like a dog. He treated her family like a bunch of dogs. So yeah, it makes it better. No, it don't. If I'm watching and you're treating my family like dogs, you might as well be treating me like a dog. You know what I'm saying? And I still don't understand what they did to merit that. You guys could go. I'm gonna tell you the channel's name again, man, because we do things authentic. Integrity is everything here. Having a code is everything here. Unlike a lot of the police force, I follow my oath. I have a code that I don't break, you know. So let me shout out this channel again. The channel is the Real News Network. Okay? You seen the video. You see the girl from the video. The channel name is the Real News Network. And if you want to check out more about that particular case, head over there, you know, and you show them love if you wish so. You know what I'm saying? I think they're a good channel in my opinion. I'm subscribed and yeah, that's it pretty much, man. So all right, hold on. I always make sure to check my comments. Last thing I want to do is miss a comment from one of my peeps. She said, "You and G'd up." My brother's G'd up, Quinn. Just for anybody who don't know, he's another guy that's starting to catch traction on YouTube. It's like we coming up as brothers. That's my brother. You know what I'm saying? I would die for that, man. I love my brother. You know what I'm saying? She said, "You and G'd up, Quinn, are like twins." to me. My brother's from another mother. That's right. That's right. You my sister from another mister. I can't believe I had that one locked and loaded. She said, I think I'm sub to the channel. What does that mean, sub to the channel? I know you got a wrench. I know you're a moderator. What does that mean? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, Quinn Quinn revamped his page because Quinn was G'd up. Quinn had it rocking and rolling on some real renegade channel type stuff, but he cleaned the channel up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the real news network you're talking about. Yeah, man. Like I mess with channels like the Young Turks, the Real News Network. There's certain channels out there that are fighting for democracy hard, man. I'm not really I mean, I'm into politics. I got no choice. If you really a person that talks about being a good person, you're gonna end up into politics. It's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Because if you when it comes to fighting for the rights of a human being, or like I'll be out there, like I told you, man, when I've had times where I did good money wise, and I didn't do good money wise. But anytime I was doing good money wise, and I went to McDonald's with my wife, homie holding the door, he would be happy to see me. And it's not like I was trying dropping 100 spots, but I would give him a $20 bill, $10 bill. People don't even want to part with their change, let alone hit somebody with a 20. And like, mind you, even when I was doing good, I'm talking about maybe like 100,000 a year, 70,000 a year, 50,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? And still 20s. I wouldn't give him less than a $5 bill at one point. You know what I'm saying? And that's love right there. Barbaro, same here. Yeah, man. I'm tired of people talking about, you don't got no money. You're a bum because you chose to. And listen, man, don't you understand that a lot of people don't choose? Life is crazy. Life will take you in directions. Listen, some people are on some, I didn't even ask to be put here. Why'd you do this to me? You don't know what another person's outlook is. So for you to say they're lazy, some people can't even cope with a work day. How you gonna call that person lazy? He's not built. Some people are strong. I consider myself strong. I've handled work days, tougher work days than you could believe. Some pretty tough work days out there. Yeah, It turns into boxing matches and the OK Corral. So yeah, man, and yes, listen, man, you know, like I said, I don't want to be too explicit on my channel, man. You know, so I don't need nobody running up on me and asking me no questions. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to revert back. Right now, YouTube got me being a good boy because I used to drop F bombs left and right, and I can't believe that I could carry. I've been on this for 43 minutes, 44 minutes. It just turned. I haven't dropped one curse word, not even a stupid or a dummy or a nothing. Just straight using my words to get my point across. And to all my people out there that think they gotta punch somebody in the face or scream at somebody to get your point across, you don't. It's actually the worst way. The better way, you know, they ain't no smarter than us. You know what I'm saying? They ain't like us, you know. They ain't like us. I'll leave it on that note, man. Salute to Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? He's not my favorite rhymer in the world, but he destroyed Drake. You know, and guess what? The funny part is that and I'm not happy he he knocked out Drake, but you know, I think there was something going on between them where Drake, Kendrick started to say, "I'm not feeling you as a individual." I don't think it was on some rap battle thing. I think it was to the point where Kendrick started to look at homie and he was like, "You're not moving right," you know. And he was on some really trying to be righteous. When you are a guy like Kendrick and your rhyme, he is very intelligent. It's crazy because you know, sometimes if a guy flows fast or his flow sounds weird, it takes a second for it to grow on me, or I'll just never like the guy. But one thing about Kendrick, whether his flow grows on me or I never like him because his flow is so just different, you know what I'm saying? I still know that Kendrick is one of the most intelligent MCs we've ever had, you know. He reminds me of what's this guy's name? Childish Gambino. Reminds me of the Childish Gambino of rap. And that's not even a diss. I love Childish Gambino. You know, the one that the song he made for Get Out and the other one, the This Is America. Oh, This Is America is my joint. For people who don't get that, man, he is hitting you with a really big message right there. You know, I didn't get it at first. Look it up. You know, ain't nothing wrong with going to a search engine or whatever and you know saying break down the meaning behind This Is America by Childish Gambino. They'll tell you the whole kit and caboodle, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let y'all go, man. Yo, Barber, you already know what it is, man. I love y'all guys, man. It's crazy. Telling you, man, once I hit that 1,000, me and my lady gonna get the packages ready. We're gonna scoop up some stuff. Barbara, you know, Frankie Blanco, Matt Ritchie, um, 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 Chola, definitely Chola. And there might be one or two that I'm forgetting. Dub Wubs, Rich Martinez. Yeah, we sending them packages out, boy. You already know what it is. It's real. It's real like that. You know, I got a lot of I'm the kind of person that if people hold me down, I hold you down twice as much, you know. And I'm gonna let y'all go. Yo, Barbara, have a good night, man. Anybody that's in your circle that you care about, tell them I send my love, man. You know, anybody else too that sees this, you watch that video, man. It's gotta stop. It's gotta stop. You know, they're talking crazy stuff. Trump, in my opinion, is not a good president. You know, I don't try to sway people's opinions. I just state what I feel. You know what I mean? You know, and I feel like if I don't state what I feel, people won't know that people feel like that. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's always been democracy for me. I can't be that uptight to the point where you know my kid misses a day of school and I beat him till he's black and blue. That yeah, I don't mean to like label. Shouldn't put labels on anything. I take that back. But I'm just saying to be uptight for me, that's like it's like that's a big issue between Democrats and Republicans. You know, it's like one's too much of a stickler for the rules, and the other one's on like rules schmools. I got your rules right here. No, I'm just playing. Yo, I'm gonna let you go, man. Much love to everybody. This was the morning show. I'll be forgetting. I'm like, this is the late night show. But yeah, this is the morning show, man. You know, and you know how I am. I rock at all times. You might see me back on the evening, the late night, early, the morning show, the morning show. I'm gonna let y'all go before I never get off, man. Peace, love, and head grease, bro. You already know.